Leviticus 22. Somehow, this is not a chapter with more death. So that's good, but it is a chapter with more rules for priests. I guess we're still not done with those. I don't even know why anyone would choose this career path at this point. It is way too demanding, and there's no way the pay is worth it. These priests really need to unionize. The Lord said to Moses, "Tell Aaron and his sons to treat with respect the sacred offerings the Israelites consecrate to me, so they will not profane my holy name. I am the Lord." God is like the guy at the office who puts his name on everything in the communal fridge, and if you touch it, he will become your nemesis for life. God is totally Dwight from The Office. Say to them, for the generations to come, if any of your descendants is ceremonially unclean, and yet comes near the sacred offerings that the Israelites consecrate to the Lord, that person must be cut off from my presence. I am the Lord. If cleanliness is next to godliness, then being unclean must make you an atheist. Fair point. Honestly, being cut off from the presence of a maniacal god sounds like a great idea. That's not a punishment, that's a reward. If a descendant of Aaron has a defiling skin disease or a bodily discharge, he may not eat the sacred offerings until he is cleansed. He will also be unclean if he touches something defiled by a corpse, or by anyone who has an emission of semen, or if he touches any crawling thing that makes him unclean, or any person who makes him unclean, whatever the uncleanness may be. The one who touches any such thing will be unclean till evening. He must not eat any of the sacred offerings unless he has bathed himself with water. When the sun goes down, he will be clean, and after that he may eat the sacred offerings, for they are his food. He must not eat anything found dead or torn by wild animals, and so become unclean through it. I am the Lord. Whew, boy. First of all, if you have a defiling skin disease, a bath is not going to be enough. And how come you can't touch anything that's been defiled by someone who has an emission of semen? By that logic, you are never allowed to enter a high school. The priests are to perform my service in such a way that they do not become guilty and die for treating it with contempt. I am the Lord who makes them holy. I am pretty sure if my options are to do a job correctly or die, I'm gonna try real hard to do it correctly. God's not really giving these priests much of an option. No one outside a priest's family may eat the sacred offering, nor may the guest of a priest or his hired worker eat it. But if a priest buys a slave with money, or if slaves are born in his household, they may eat his food. If a priest's daughter marries anyone other than a priest, she may not eat any of the sacred contributions. But if a priest's daughter becomes a widow or is divorced, yet has no children, and she returns to live in her father's household as in her youth, she may eat her father's food. No unauthorized person, however, may eat it. Biblical nepotism sucks. No one can eat the sacred food unless you're directly related to a priest, or you're the priest's slave. Always helps to have connections. And if the daughter marries someone who's not in her daddy's line of work, she's cut off from the good stuff. Unless the husband dies, or they break up but she doesn't have kids, and she moves home. Then you can get the good food again. This is such a weird list of restrictions and rules. Listen, no food is that good. Just get Taco Bell like the rest of us and shut up about these gourmet priest meals. Anyone who eats a sacred offering by mistake must make restitution to the priest for the offering and add 1/5 of the value to it. The priests must not desecrate the sacred offerings the Israelites present to the Lord by allowing them to eat the sacred offerings, and so bring upon them guilt requiring payment. I am the Lord who makes them holy. So, after hearing all those prohibitions, someone might have found a way to eat the special food anyway, and the punishment is to pay it back with 20% interest. I'm just saying, that bean burrito looks pretty damn good right now. The Lord said to Moses, "Speak to Aaron and his sons and to all the Israelites, and say to them, if any of you, whether an Israelite or a foreigner residing in Israel, presents a gift for a burnt offering to the Lord, either to fulfill a vow or as a free will offering, you must present a male without defect from the cattle, sheep, or goats in order that it may be accepted on your behalf. Do not bring anything with a defect, because it will not be accepted on your behalf. When anyone brings from the herd or flock a fellowship offering to the Lord to fulfill a special vow, or as a free will offering, it must be without defect or blemish to be acceptable. Do not offer to the Lord the blind, the injured, or the maimed, or anything with warts or festering or running sores. Do not place any of these on the altar as a food offering presented to the Lord. You may, however, present as a free will offering an ox or a sheep that is deformed or stunted, but it will not be accepted in fulfillment of a vow. You must not offer to the Lord an animal whose testicles are bruised, crushed, torn, or cut. You must not do this in your own land, and you must not accept such animals from the hand of a foreigner and offer them as the food of your God. They will not be accepted on your behalf because they are deformed and have defects. God seems to have the same rules for the animals he'll accept in an offering that he did for the priests in his presence. No defects, no blemishes, no crushed balls, again, for some reason. Okay, look. I know I'm vegetarian, but why would it matter if the animal you're sacrificing has some defects? You're about to murder it and cook it. Everything's about to get defected. Like, why would an animal's blindness matter when you're about to cut its head off? And hey, God, if you don't like people or animals with birth defects, stop making them with birth defects. That's on you. The Lord said to Moses, when a calf, a lamb, or a goat is born, it is to remain with its mother for 7 days. From the 8th day on, it will be acceptable as a food offering presented to the Lord. Do not slaughter a cow or a sheep and its young on the same day. Sure, let the mother enjoy her new baby for a week. Then murder the infant. God's fine with that. How the hell are these people pro-life? And thanks, I guess, for saying you shouldn't slaughter a parent and its child on the same day, because you gotta be nice and respectful. And wait until day 8 and murder the child while its mother watches. Just like Jesus wanted. This is so barbaric. Remind me never to attend a church barbecue. When you sacrifice a thank offering to the Lord, sacrifice it in such a way that it will be accepted on your behalf. It must be eaten that same day. Leave none of it till morning. I am the Lord. What's the alternative here? Eating a small piece of the animal and then leaving the slaughtered leftovers right there so its mother can stare at it? Absolutely not. You murder and eat the same day. Keep my commands and follow them. I am the Lord. Do not profane my holy name, for I must be acknowledged as holy by the Israelites. I am the Lord who made you holy and who brought you out of Egypt to be your God. I am the Lord. I am glad God says not to profane his holy name, because right now, that is pretty much the only thing I want to do. I don't understand why God has to keep repeating his commandments. Don't take his name in vain. I know. We've done this already. Get new material, God. Well, I've lost my appetite. And I have no desire to become a priest. And I don't have any interest in worshiping this God. So unless God is using reverse psychology, this whole chapter is nothing but a manual for creating atheists.